all that frightening. So there you go.
Okay, you got the raise with the assist. You did. The one that you guess is probably the eldest speaks up. I was telling my brother Luca to go in and make a mark, or else he's a fraidy cat. Yes, you are, Luca. He thinks it's haunted. All the kids do. My father says it's foolishness. I'm not even going to pretend to pronounce the Spanish there. Some miner went mad and ran off into the hills. Now all the babies make up ghost stories. You're a baby, Luca. Yes, you are. After some horseplay, the kids run off and play. Basically, run off and run off that way, leaving you
Well,
to explore the house on your own.
certainly all the local children think it's haunted. I wonder if Mr. Buckles is actually still in here. Huh.
Right.
Only one way to find out, I would say.
Let's have a look. Of it. Oh, I know why this is locked. This is a Fancy Grounds classic adventure, isn't it? That's why all the images are locked. Because back then you didn't need to unlock things to do stuff, did you? Okay. I'm just seeing if I'm just seeing if I can be clever. Yes, I can. If I do that and create a new image record, that gives me an unlocked version of the property. Huzzah! Then I can zoom it in and use the will to live that. And
you mean practice your line of sight?
Yes. Actually, let's undo that one. It's quite fascinating. As far as I can tell, there are doors. They're just very hard to see.
Stealth doors.
Well, the doors are the same colour as the floors in a lot of the rooms, which is very confusing. Let's put some windows in, shall we? Very, very quickly. There's a window.
Down in the West Texas town of El Paso,
Actually, I don't even need to do that one. I can just do it with as long as I don't need you opening the window, so I'll make them non-toggleable, and then I can literally just cheat and draw windows as solitary lines. Then I don't have to make them three-dimensional, and I can draw this whole map a darn sight quicker. Sorry, guys. It's only just occurred to me how I can actually use the map because this is a classic. I'm going to have to update this now. That looks good. Then all I need to do is the walls, and then we can let you in. Whoops. Walls are red, not yellow. So it is yellow. What is yellow? Yellow is windows, isn't it?
Yeah, yellow's windows.
Yellow mellow.
And then that one can come down to there, connect to there, and that one can connect to there. One can connect there. That one. Oh, I shouldn't have pressed that. Should be into there. That one can connect to there. That can come up to there. That can go that way. That way. That way. That way. And go pink, pink, pink. And that one. That one. That one. Yeah. Promise you next time I'll make sure all the maps are sorted before we start. Sorry. So I had cunning plans and they all. Another one. This is another one of those houses where they conveniently tell you the guy spent extra money to put the name of the room on the floor of each room. Weird
That was
that.
very kind of him.
Yeah. Amazing that. So when you're in the kitchen, you'll know you're in the kitchen because it will say kitchen on the floor. No one, you know, this is
I knew we missed something out when we were redecorating the new house.
The guy spent extra money to put the name of the room on the floor. Thanks to
That was very kind of him.
You know now that when you're doing line of sight, you don't need
So when
to.
you're in the kitchen, you'll know you're in the kitchen because it will say
You
kitchen.
don't need to do that. Draw the doors first. If you
I
draw a
knew we
window
missed something out
afterwards,
when
it
we
will
were
turn
redecorating the new house.
wall into a window.
I did not know that. I do now.
Yeah, you can set trim. So when you draw a window, it
No,
trims.
now
Let
that
me
when you're doing
try
line
that
of
now.
sight,
So
you
I'm
don't
just going
need
to draw. I'm going to draw a
You
rectangle.
don't need to do that.
Like so.
Draw the doors first. If you
And then I
draw
can
a window
the windows
afterwards, it will
can
turn.
I? How do you set the trim then?
It should be on by default, but if
Okay,
it's not,
let's find out.
it says options, and it's got like a pair of scissors.
Oh, bloody hell. Yes, I see what you mean. God, that's useful. I wish I'd known that before I started. I mean, what I meant is I did
I was
know
just
I
watching
forgot.
you now on the stream and seeing how slow you are, and I'm like, no wonder he moans about it.
You're
Hey,
watching
just know
my
you haven't got to
stream
turn it off.
with
Just
him.
leave it on. It's on automatically.
I wasn't watching this stream, but the way he was groaning there, thinking, yeah, he's not doing it right.
I'm just teasing. I'm teasing it.
I think that's much easier, isn't it?
It is. That's awesome.
You really can't get away with lying when you're streaming it, you know.
I know.
No, he's doing it deliberately just to be mean. I know. Yeah.
Well,
And he's
What am I
secretly
doing
sitting there going, please give me pennies. Please, viewers, please give me pennies. I'm not getting enough pennies. My players have got all the pennies and I haven't got any.
he gets extra pennies when I play.
I must admit, I
No,
need
same
to
with
remind
doors. You don't have to. You don't have to do that. You can draw the doors in.
I'm going to draw the doors. That's why I've just done the walls.
Are you
I'm just
watching them
getting
on
rid of-
stream now?
Yeah, but I'm saying you can just draw a straight line all the way up and then draw the doors in. It'll do the same as the windows.
I know, I gathered that. I'm just
You've
drawing
just
the
got
walls.
old habits
first.
that haven't broken yet.
Yeah.
No,
You're watching
he's
them on
cheat-
stream.
he-
He's going to start saying, "Oh, look, you've missed a bit."
You have missed
He's
a bit.
15. He is 15 seconds behind.
I don't know why you've got a stream today. It's not StarCraft.
What?
If you're streaming StarCraft and you're playing on a ladder and someone sees you streaming, they can see your tactic and then defeat you.
Yeah, it's like hell let loose. Everyone knows where your bloody bases are. Some streams that doesn't bother hiding the maps. Righty ho, we are there. We can hide
Beautiful.
that. I will.
Beautiful.
I need to put on some ambient lighting because I can't be bothered for the. No, actually, because as soon as I put line of sight on, I don't need. If I don't enable lighting, it's not a problem, is it? Okie dokie.
But you're going to get no chat streamers in your chat. You know, yeah, this verified account thing.
What verified account thing?
In your channel, verified account.
Really? Have they changed it?
Everyone's got to verify their account with a text message.
That's new. Well, no, people have been chatting in the past. I don't know why that is. I didn't bloody set that up.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Okay, now 2 yards. 2 yards is 1 inch, isn't it? Oh, and I've disconnected again. I don't know why it keeps doing that lately. It's very disconcerting. And then zoom to fit. And now when I put the posse on the map, you're still too big. What
Let
the
the
hell's
pennies
going
flow.
on now?
Please go to his channel. Have you verified your account yet?
Well, yeah. Anyway, if anybody's
I
playing,
tell you what, the scale is the map scale of 2 yards means no one will fit through the doors. It's ridiculous. No one will fit through the doors.
Considering it's 20 past 10, do you want to just sort it out for next time?
I just want to get you near the front door. There we go. Yes, I was hoping to be quicker, but
I'll just use the time to put a shameless plug in. So anyway, I'm running a game on Thursday, which is the second part to Falcon's Hollow. where they go back to finish
Yeah, I know.
the
You're
second
full, by the
level.
way. You've got all 5 players on thingy, because I was going to still try signing up.
Oh, well, there you go then. People must have switched on to the idea. I don't know if all these people will turn up though.
True. Right, there you go. There's your house.
Yes, and all my maps are pre-drawn. Yeah.
Hang on. It's not Len Buckles' house.
Oh, shut up.
It's Patrick Harper's house now.
Okay, a colourful wild garden flourishes under the parlour's bay window, or lies brown and fallow during fall and winter months when it's May, so it's a colourful garden. Creeping vines and ivy run up the wooden trellis. Anyone who feels like they've got a good aspiring botanist can make a notice check.
Well, I'd certainly like to have a look at my garden.
These are called flowers.
You notice you notice a plant that you don't recognise. Is it? Oh, John, what science there?
Does it say, feed me, just a little?
I should call it Audrey 3.
Yeah.
It's an interesting thing. It appears to be some sort of seedling with but it has a distinctive pale bark and oval leaves. But has long bulbous seed pods covered with fine filament, like most disturbing. I cough to death here. Most disturbing, Mr. Watt, it twitches as you examine the plant.
See, it wants your blood.
That looks fantastic. In fact, I'd say it looks almost terrific.
Oh, very good.
Do I know?
I'm having a coughing fit, and I'm going to leave it there. I've just spent all that time drawing the map, but
I was going to say, so I want to know just before we go, what the events for the house was. So I was going to cast clairvoyance and go back into the past and view it in the distance past, if that's possible.
But if we're ending the session now, anyone who's got spell points, spend pennies.
So can we do
You
that?
can do that next week. You could do that next week when I've bloody read up the bloody pages.
But then I don't have the adventure card anymore to do it.
Well, that's well. You can cast it now. I won't
Or
tell you
I'll
the-
use the adventure card then, and I'll get the effects next week if you want.
Well, no one's
Yeah.
playing any adventure cards, so if I remember, I won't deal any cards out.
Well, there you go. I'll play one right now. There you go. Arcane Spike.
And you're going to play clairvoyance.
Clairvoyance to go into the. I'll have a. What am I?
Any idea how I turn off that authentication thing? Then it's probably something that was turned on to ban.
I was in your settings somewhere.
Yeah, it's obviously it probably is something that got turned on when I turned on the auto mod to get because we're getting so much junk spam, weren't we?
Yeah, I started getting it as well. Porn links, lovely. Come and look at my porn site. Garth.
But if it's that restrictive, then I'll have to look at it. But actually, I can't find clairvoyance as a power.
It would be a good one to if we're going to play a card. If we're going to play an adventure card just before the end, that'd be a good one to find.
Go for object reading instead.
That's what I think. Object
Yeah,
reading is to go back and find out the history of the house, and because I've already did a flash forward, so I'm sure by bizarre interaction with ghost rocks.
Object reading is the ability to. Does a house count as an inanimate object? It strikes me as an object being something a bit smaller than something like a building.
The front doorstep, then. See
I
events.
was actually thinking about looking through a window and looking at an object in a living room, so I could hear. You know what I mean? See what's
but
going
you
on.
only get the history of the object, don't you? So
no, you don't. Success allows the character to see events that occurred within 10 yards up to about 5 years past.
Oh, but there we go. I'll have to read out what happened in the house before you do that. So I'm going to leave it there because today's been a very strange one. Yes.
Well, we found out the marshal ain't none too friendly.
I thought he was perfectly fine myself.
You know, I have to be honest. There's lots of lovely things like that where it's like there's a power like that, but it doesn't give me any information. So the honest answer is I have no freaking idea.
Well, you best make it up then.
Well, yeah, but then you'll go off into whole heights. You'll go into whole bloody side plots that do nothing, quests that do nothing to do with everything else, won't you?
Maybe.
Yeah, it's called role playing.
Then that's when you just get this big railroad and just railroad us where you want it.
It's a bit, unfortunately, the railroad's a bit northwest of you at the moment.
Well, then what you do is
Give yourself a penny.
you read the stuff, and then you make up something that's relevant to where you want us to go if we go there.
I know. Well, I do. The fact of the matter is, the point is, I do know something, and I need to. I want to work it out in its context because, yeah. So I'm going to go and cry a lot now.
No.
And I'm going to go reread the adventure because I've managed to forget everything since I read it last. So, because I read it and then I decided we were going to do. I wanted to do one before you got here, and then I probably forgot everything I read. So we shall leave it there.
Okay,
With you doing
time's
object
over.
reading next time. So you played the card. Next time, well, hope you enjoyed it. You had me